Why is keto so good for weight loss? Now, obviously it works. You've seen my transformation. I'm sure you've experienced a transformation. The problem is there are still people out there that are very, very skeptical. So I'm going to clear this up in this video on why keto works so well. And I'm even going to show you some clips from two people who I guarantee you know, these are very popular people in the world, and you're going to hear it from their mouths on why adopting a keto carnivore lifestyle is by far the best way to lose weight. Okay, now before we dive in, I got to give a little intro for those of you who are new. My name is Tim Ernst. I'm an intermittent keto fasting coach who back in 2018, I started the keto diet, and in 7 months, I lost 70 pounds. I kept the weight off for a good couple months. 2020 happened. I put some weight back on. Could not get back on the horse, and I stayed overweight for 4 years until this year I decided to get back on the keto diet. And now I've dropped over 43 pounds in just a matter of 10 to 12 weeks doing the keto diet. All right. And I've also coached hundreds of men from all over the world to lose at least 40 pounds in 16 weeks using my Keto Shed 40 program. So if you want more info on that, just click the link in the description of this video and you'll be sent to another YouTube video that kind of explains more in detail and in depth on how I could possibly help you. Okay, so why is keto so good for weight loss? Well, if you're not familiar, carbohydrates, sugars, things that are processed, your seed oils, all of that stuff is causing a major problem in today's society with obesity. Even kids are getting diabetes. It's absolutely insane. All you gotta do is look around. There's fast food joints on every corner. There's gas stations. People are shopping in the inner aisles of the grocery store. That is the worst place to be. You wanna shop on the outside, okay? So why does keto work so well? Well, it simply will suppress your appetite. That is the name of the game, my friend. If you're constantly eating processed foods, you're going to keep wanting more of it and more of it and more of it. These food corporations are very smart. They have scientists. They know what to put in these foods to cause you to crave more and more. And then you wonder like, gosh, I just ate the whole bag. How is that even possible? And then you feel like crap after you eat it. They do this. They profit off of your sickness. And then what happens? You go to a doctor. They prescribe you medications. They're all in it together, my friend. You gotta stop this stuff and put down the processed foods and the sugars. So when you adopt a keto diet, for those of you who are not familiar with it, okay, 75% of your calories are gonna come from fat, 20% is gonna come from protein, and only 5% are gonna come from carbohydrates, which is really essentially your fiber, which is coming from vegetables. That's the ratios, 75% fat, 20% protein, 5% carbohydrates. What this is going to do when you eat foods high in fat and protein, it's going to bring those blood sugars down. It's going to keep it baseline. You're not going to be dealing with all these crashes going up and down on a roller coaster ride constantly all throughout the day. This is what causes you to have low energy. You're sleepy, you're lethargic. You don't want to do anything. You want to sit on the couch and watch TV. This is also going to cause you being overweight. If you want to know how you can know that you're insulin resistant, just look down. If you've got belly fat, you're insulin resistant, okay? So when you eat these types of foods, an example, you're eating steak, eggs, cheese, seafood, chicken, avocados, any type of meat for that matter, it brings the appetite down. So therefore, you feel fuller for longer. And this is why intermittent fasting becomes easier. If you eat the right foods, you're not going to be eating all throughout the day. You're not going to be snacking. You may stick to 1 to 2 meals a day and that is it because you're bringing your appetite down. And when you bring your appetite down, you're not going to be hungry, which means you're going to eat less. Therefore, it makes it easier to lose weight. Sure, you can lose weight on a high carbohydrate diet, but you're going to be miserable. You're going to be eating 5, 6 meals a day like I used to do back in the day when I did the whole bodybuilding diet where I was eating the bland chicken breast, the sweet potato, the brown rice, the oatmeal. I used to do that all the time, prep my meals 5 meals a day. It was absolutely insane. Protein shakes, all of that. I never got to the level of leanness that I am today back then. And I was single in my 20s and I still couldn't get lean. Now that I'm 49, because I just had a birthday last Wednesday, I'm in the best shape of my life, okay? Look, you've heard it from my mouth, but I want to take an opportunity to show you two people that you know. I'm going to put it in this video, and I want you to hear from them.
I'm on the keto diet, and basically people talk about the keto diet like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. This is what Gary Brecka told me. He says, if you do what I tell you to do for the next 10 weeks, I promise you I'll change your whole life. So I'm one of these people that when I set my mind to do something, I absolutely do it. So
all in.
I did everything he said to the letter. I lost 30 pounds, no more sleep apnea. I don't snore anymore.
Dude,
everything is gone in 10 weeks.
Wow.
I've been working with doctors for 10 years that couldn't do it. You can listen to Joe Rogan, any of these guys that that he has on his podcast and they've studied. I have never felt better. And you ask any of the people that are around me, my memory, my brain is so clear now. My memory is so much better than it was 10 weeks ago. It's just, I feel like I'm 35 years old again.
Really?
I swear to God, I feel like I'm 35. And if this is how I feel in 10 weeks, how the am I going to feel in 6 months?
Right.
I'm in. I'm sold on this thing, man. It's incredible.
My body responds the best to meat and eggs and fish.
Yeah.
And when I eat that stuff, my body's like, yeah, great, this is awesome.
Here's the thing. It's like when you cut out all the carbs, I avoided all the crash and I never felt sleepy.
I had a belly. I lost all the belly. I lost my love handles. It was tremendously beneficial.
Okay, so Dana White did it. Joe Rogan has done it. These guys are very popular. You guys know who they are. And I will tell you that a lot of times you'll hear about Dana White's transformation and you don't really hear that he actually did the keto diet. Sure, there's other things that he did. He's got the money to do it. I think the guy that he worked with was Gary Brecka. It was like a $100,000 investment with the whole red light bed therapy and all this other crazy stuff. You don't need any of that. All you got to do is buy the food. Buy keto food and you're going to lose weight. Joe Rogan, same thing. He adopts carnivore in January. That's kind of like the carnivore month. That's what he does. He loses his gut. He feels better. He can do his comedy routines and not feel so sluggish because he's focused. He's alert. And that's the other thing that keto is going to do. It's going to keep you focused and alert because you're not going to deal with these ups and down crashes all throughout the day. And like I said, how easy would it be to lose weight if you never dealt with hunger and cravings? It would be 10 times easier. Why torture yourself eating all these little keto treats and desserts and high carbohydrate diets and you're going to be struggling? I'm telling you, you do this, your life is going to change. You are going to have a confidence that you didn't even know you had inside of you. I'm telling you, when I go to the gym now, if people aren't coming up to you and saying, wow, what are you doing? You look great. You're probably doing something wrong. I've been getting a couple compliments in the gym where people have taken notice, okay? We are in spring. You still got time to get into shape by summer. I would encourage you, start this now. The worst thing you could do is live with regret. You don't want to look back. Here we are in June and July and you, oh my gosh, I should have started the keto carnivore diet. I would have been at my goal. Vacations come in summer, you're going to want to take your shirt off. A lot of guys are self-conscious. They don't want to show their man boobies. They don't want to show their guts, so they're wearing their shirt in the pool, in the beach. Okay, I've talked to hundreds of men from all over the world. I hear the stories, guys. I hear the stories of where they don't even feel confident with their wives, okay? I'm telling you, you get the diet right, everything starts working. Everything, okay? So that is why I believe that the keto diet is one of the best ways to lose weight effortlessly. It becomes effortless. Why do you want to make this hard? If you want to make it easy, just do what I'm telling you to do, okay? When I did my transformation this year, it was real simple. I started off with a 5-day water fast, dropped 15 pounds. Then I did the carnivore diet for like 2 months. I was doing 2 meals a day. And then when the weight stalled, I went down to 1 meal a day. And then I started switching the times that I would eat my meal. Instead of eating my meal later in the day, I pushed it early in the day. This is kind of the stuff that I coach in my Keto Shed 40 program. I write an exact plan. And if you get stuck, I rewrite the plan so you don't have to. It is just absolutely a game changer when you follow this type of diet. I know I'm passionate about this. I get excited about it because I see people in the gym all the time. They look the same year after year. They don't have any type of transformation. I'm like, why are you even here? Why are you in the gym if you don't want to actually see a physical transformation, okay? In my mind, it's like if I'm going to the gym, I'm going there to get some results. But you can't out-train a bad diet. Always remember, you will not be able to out-train a bad diet. That has to come first. You should be spending more time in this kitchen than you are exercising. You get that right. I'm telling you, your potential will be limitless. All right. So I just wanted to shoot this quick video on why I believe the keto diet is the best way and why it works. Okay. Most people's diets, let's just face it, it's carb heavy, it's processed, and people wonder why they're not losing weight. Okay. Stick to meats, high fat, get rid of the sugar, get rid of the carbs out of your house. I'm one of those guys. I can't have it in the house. If I have it in the house, I'm going to eat it, okay? Let me give you a perfect analogy, right? Some people say, oh, it's just all in moderation, you'll lose weight. Well, let me ask you a question. Would you tell a recovering alcoholic to drink in moderation? Of course not. Alcoholics got to get the alcohol out of the house. I'm a sugarholic. I got to get it out of the house. Otherwise, I'm going to eat it, all right? So I hope this video encouraged you. I hope it has inspired you to get on the journey to great health. So make sure to like this video if you like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and always hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time, I will see you then.